Less than pop class equals data end equals 447, data start equals 77 greater than. It was a game packed with energy, emotion, and a lot of action on both sides, but in the end, the Atlanta Braves proved just a bit too much for the Toronto Blue Jays to handle. On April 14, 2025, under the bright lights of the diamond, the Braves clinched an 8-4 win over the Jays in a showdown that kept fans on their feet, and maybe even on the edge of their couches. Less than P class equals data end equals 897, data start equals 449 greater than. If you're just catching up, here's the rundown. The Braves came out swinging and set the tone early. Their bats were alive, their base running aggressive, and their execution razor sharp. Toronto had its moments, no doubt. There were a couple of flashes of hope, solid hits, and a spark or two in the middle innings, but the Braves simply didn't take their foot off the gas. Every time the Blue Jays tried to mount a comeback, Atlanta had an answer. Less than P class equals data end equals 1250 data start equals 899 greater than the standout performers? Atlanta's offense came through in clutch moments, stringing together runs and building a solid lead that Toronto just couldn't quite overcome. Meanwhile, Toronto's defense had a few lapses, and their bullpen couldn't completely shut down the Braves' momentum. Pitching-wise, it wasn't the Jays' strongest night, and it showed. Less than P class equals data end equals 1674, data start equals 1252 greater than. That said, this loss isn't the end of the world for the Blue Jays. It's a long season, and nights like these where the scoreboard doesn't swing in your favor are all part of the game. You regroup, you analyze what went wrong, and you come back stronger. There were lessons in that loss. Lessons about staying sharp on the mound, being tighter in the field, and taking advantage of scoring opportunities when they're there. Less than P class equals data end equals 1919. Data start equals 1676. Greater than. For fans, while it stings to see the Jays take the L, the silver lining is the heart the team showed throughout. They didn't roll over. Even when the deficit grew, they kept fighting. That's the kind of grit and grind you need in the long run. Less than P class equals data end equals 2086, data start equals 1921 greater than. So, hats off to the Braves for a well-earned win, and here's to the Jays bouncing back in the next one. After all, it's only April. Plenty of ball still left to play. Stay subscribed for more videos.